cute that is. Really nice. I enjoyed doing that one. It was fun. I hope you like it. I hope you like this painting. So all you need today for this painting that we're going to do is your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue, and some green and brown and some white, and you can put some black on there too if you want. So the brushes you need for this painting are some Bristle brushes. It's always nice to have Bristle brushes on hand, small, medium, large, you know, whatever you have there, okay? You know, 3 sizes of brushes. And this is the 1 inch, and this one's a number 8, and I have smaller ones there, and I like to have those on hand. And if you can't find those Bristle brushes, the 1 inch, I have this one here I can send to you, and I'll just charge you shipping, because you know, they're not, if you can find them at your store, then they'll be great. But I have them here. Some people said they couldn't find them. We will have flat, synthetic, chiseled edge brushes. These are really nice for getting into those sharp edges, okay? And this one here I have is an angular brush. This is really nice for mountain peaks, you know, flowers, all kinds of good stuff. And have some nice little skinny round brushes, liner brushes. Okay, so we'll do our background first, as we said. And we will add some blue. Nice blue, and because the colors in the masks are going to be yellows and blues and oranges and reds, we'll add some different complementary colors to our background. So we'll make, so I'm putting on the ultramarine blue first. I'm going to add it in the corners and get it really nice darks. And we want to keep it a nice dark background because the masks are going to be nice and bright. That will make them pop. Nice dark background with complementary colors will make your mask pop beautifully. So just get that on there. And then we'll start adding maybe, let's see, maybe, let's add a bit of purple. Because the purple and orange are complementary to each other, and it's going to be orange in the mask. Nice orange, not real purple, I mean. And maybe we'll add a little, I'm adding a little bit of red, a little more red to my purple so we can have that complementary color going there. Going to mix it all together, don't worry. We don't want it to be all one color. Do the same on the other side. Some purple, just with ultramarine blue and your red. Make a nice purple. Okay. And that'll go over here, you know, wherever you want to put it. Doesn't matter, as long as your background is nice and dark. That's the main thing. Good. There we go. Good. So maybe in the middle we will add a little more ultramarine blue with a little bit of white maybe, just to see if we can come up with a different value of color. Okay, there we go. Good. If that's all wet, then just blend it all together. You go right into the other colors, it's okay. Okay, a little bit of ultramarine blue and some white. This blue and yellow is complementary to each other, so there'll be yellow in the mask. So think about your complementary colors and use that for your background. Good. Just putting on all kinds of colors here. See? Isn't that nice? While it's still wet, if you go over it and it's dry, you're going to just cover it up, but as long as it's still wet, and if you have a problem with it keeping it wet, just take a misting bottle and mist it. keep it wet, okay? Or you can use a blending gel. And let's see, that's better. See, well, it's flowing nice now because I put the water on there. Nice. Okay, so I'm just mixing in all the colors together. Good. I might add a little bit of green this time. It's green because we have red in our masks. So a little bit of green. See how pretty that's coming out? I hope you can see it because the colors in the camera may not be as nice. Now let's get that on there. Good. Nice green. I'm trying to pick all the complementary colors to the colors I'm going to have in the mask. There we go. See that? All kinds of colors going on there. It's pretty. Alright, that's a nice little background we can use. So I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to put on the mask so we can get ready to paint them. Make sure you can see it. Good. So now that my background was dry, I just took my pattern. It's just, you can print it off on your computer. You could freehand, draw freehand. Or for the video, I just wanted to transfer the image that I printed off from Pixabay. And great website for all this copyright, free copyright. You can print off any picture and use it to paint and use it for any reason at all. I love Pixabay. So anyway, I just printed it off and then I transferred the image onto my canvas. The canvas was completely dry. I put chalk on the back of there because our background was so dark that I had to use chalk, or you can use white carbon paper if you can find it. Or you can just draw it on with some chalk or some kind of maybe a marker or a pencil, light pencil, a white pencil onto your canvas. If you're, if you want to take your time and do freehand, but I need to get this done fast for the video, so I have it transferred. So just take it off, and you can see with the chalk, the images are there, and that will help you get your images on there correctly, and then you can start painting. So just get your small round brush, because we're going to do the black areas first. I think that would be the best way to go to approach this, okay? That's how I'm going to approach it. You can approach it whatever way you want. I'm just going to show you the way I approach it. So I'm just going to try making my own black. I am going to use some lamp black or any black that you have there, okay? But because I don't want it to dull it up, I'm going to add brown, burnt umber, and blue, ultramarine blue. And that will make the black more vibrant. But it'll still be nice and black. Okay, so let's put that in the eye area. Alright. So we'll just put that in the eye area. That's one area. Make sure your brush can match or suit what you're doing. Make sure it's not too big. We'll do the other eye. And I have a 9 by 12 canvas, but you can use any size, 11 by 14. If you use a 16 by 20, you're going to need bigger brushes and a bigger printout. Good, and we'll do the mouth. Just look for the dark sections. Alright. Just get that painted in. Now the chalk lines, we'll take them out when we get it drawn, painted in, and then we can take those out with a damp brush, okay? So look and see where else there's black. Let's see the eyebrows. Let's try the eyebrows. Good. Now this is kind of abstract, so you don't have to be perfect. You just do it whatever you feel. You can change the colors that we're putting on here, whatever you want to do. The main thing is your background, have a nice background, and the shape of your mask. That's the most important thing. After that, you can add your colors. You can change the face a little bit, you know, whatever. If you're doing it because you like this picture, then you can keep the face, but you don't have to do the exact same colors I'm doing, but try to think of your complementary colors. So we'll add black. I think there's black over here. Good. I think we got an eyebrow up here. And we have black in here. And we have black in here. Like I said, we made our own black by adding black and adding burnt umber and ultramarine blue to the black to really make it more vibrant black than the flat black from the tube. Good. Now when we get all the black done, we're going to let that dry because we don't want that black to mix in with our bright colors. So, and we'll do the mouth down here. Good. It's coming along. Nostrils, little nostril there. Where we think you need the lines. So I'm going to put those, maybe the smaller lines in with a smaller brush. I have this little tiny round brush, and I'm going to put that in black so I can make some of my other dark lines. And some of my other dark lines are here. There we go. All right. If you're finding the brush a little hard, you can also get these acrylic painting markers. I think you can get acrylic painting pens too. I'll leave links to these in my Amazon shop. But this is a marker, and it's much easier because the brush is kind of sometimes hard to maneuver. And this is acrylic paint, so it's just a different, you know, like it's not a brush, because you don't always have to have a brush. But as long as it's acrylic paint, you don't want to use a marker, a regular Sharpie marker, because it'll fade or it'll, you know, it's not really great to use. So now with this, it's so much easier. Oh, so much easier to put on. There we go. Also make sure that we got these eyebrows going on here, and like some of the paint you can go over again if the paint dulled. But yeah, just use that to help you get your darks on. See how much easier it is, right? And what else? So just look around for your lines where you want to put the darks, and I want to outline that one there. You got to make sure all this is dry now, so that we don't mix that black, you know. But yeah, I think that's pretty. That makes it so much easier, doesn't it? So yeah, I got an acrylic painting marker. You can get them on Amazon, or you can probably get them at your local store, at Walmart, or that's where I got this one, at Walmart. Not sure if they still have them or not, but you can check it out. So have a look around at your painting, or see if there's anywhere else you need some black. Alright, so I'm just going to pick out some spots. And that one dries pretty nice. It's not too flat. You know, if it is, just add a bit of ultramarine blue and brown over and go over it again. But I'm finding this a little easier to maneuver. Right? And it's great for me doing videos because I can do it faster for you. But you can use the paint that I mixed up for you and to make your own black. You know, you don't have to use black. You can use like a really dark red or really dark blue. So, you know, just outlining the nose. This makes it so much easier. Okay, and it doesn't have to be perfect because if you make a mistake that you don't like, then you can take it out with paint. So really just drawing in the outline of the face and get everything the way you want it. Good. Don't know if there's anywhere else. Nostril here. That. And then you go back over your black again, like I said, if that fades too much, because acrylics fade, you know, they get dull. Then you'd have to do another layer. That's all. Just keep layering it until the same color. Keep layering the same color until you get it nice and bright the way you want it. You can also go over your acrylic paint in spots, the nice light parts, with oil paint. I did a video on that where you can paint oil over acrylic. So I can leave a link to that too if you're interested. And let's start adding some of the brighter colors now. How cute that is. Really nice. I enjoy doing that one. Colors, you can use a small flat brush or small filbert or whatever is good for you, and as long as it's flat and it's synthetic and chiseled edge, I think that will help a lot. So let's start with this little gal up here in the corner, and she has some yellows and oranges and reds in there, so, and he does too. So you can do both at one time or you can do one at a time, but for the video I'm going to do one at a time. So you can start with any color that you want. I'm going to start with a little bit of ultramarine blue and white to get my blue color. Okay, just giving a blue, fairly light blue color. You can pick any color you want. So I think that will do. And maybe I'll add a little bit of green to that just to give it a little boost. There we go. Kind of a greenish blue color. Yeah, I don't want it to be just I don't think I want it to be just a pale blue. I think I'll go with that. And then I'm going to add that here on the edge. Make sure your black is dry. Okay, so we'll get that in there. Like I say, because it's abstract, because it has an abstract feel to it, this can be just really whimsical. Just put it in there and you can't make a mistake because you can put in whatever colors you want. Just keep the shape of the face and you'll be fine. We'll come down around here. If you lose some of your black, that's okay. We can go back and put it back in again because some of the black has faded. Alright. Just put on whatever you want. Maybe a little bit lighter color here just to give it different values of color. So when you're putting your colors on, try to get some different values of color also. So we have, there we go, that's that. Maybe a little bit of blue in here. around the nose. And under the eye. And around the eye. See how funny it looks right now? But it's fun. It's a fun little painting. And let's see. Let's see. I think we got most of the blue in here. Maybe a little bit under the lip here. Like I say, you do whatever you want. Don't you worry about what I'm doing. Alright, I'm going to clean my brush and put another color on there. So clean your brush really well, or just get another brush. So this time I'm going to try some yellow. So yellow with a little bit of white, because I want to make it a little opaque because the yellow is kind of transparent. So I'm going to add some yellow. Look how nice and bright that is. So you put that wherever you want it. You can put it anywhere and then you can still paint over it. If you want to add, say you put on yellow and then you said, you know, I'd rather have more red there or whatever, you can do that. Yep. And add a bit more white to brighten it up. Try to make, I may need a couple of coats on this. On the brighter colors, because they're pretty, because the underpainting is so dark, it may come through, so we'll have to adjust for that. And that's a good thing to know. If your underpainting is dark and you're putting light colors over, it's going to need extra coats. There we go. On the top of the head a bit there. Put some of that up here. Good. Here. Let's bring it down into the head. We'll be adding a few more things to this too. Maybe just a bit on the cheek. All over the place. It's a nice color. Alright, so we'll be adding, the fun thing about this is you can add all kinds of colors. Try to keep in mind your complementary colors to your background, like we did earlier. And so you get a bit of color harmony in your painting. It'll be more pleasing to the eye. Good. So while your brush is still dirty with yellow, add a bit of red to it. Let's add a bit of red to our yellow. Kind of an orangey color. Put some orange in there. Just put it anywhere. Just put it wherever you want. And you don't even have to blend it. How fun is that? See where else we want this. Let's just put some here as a cheek. Big old cheek. Cheeky. You can put some on the other cheek too if you want. And maybe we'll add some more yellows. Good. So I'm just going back into my yellow because I didn't really put it everywhere I wanted it. See how you can go back and forth though? Let's put some yellow in here and here. Add a bit of white to lighten it up. So every time you go back and forth, if it's a dark color on your brush, just clean it off. But if you want to leave it, it's fine. So we got blue over here, so that's fine. We'll leave that blue for now. And we got some yellow down here. We got some yellow down here. Over the eye. Down around here. See, you can even do this with your children if you wanted to. They probably get a kick out of this. But I have to tell you a story. When I was a little girl, probably 5 years old, These masks came on the TV, and when they came on like this, it must have been station break or something, and when they came on, I got so scared. I ran to my room, and that night I had horrible nightmares about the masks. Now, so, you know, if your kids don't like these kind of images, they may not want to look at it, so. But when it's all done, it'll be really cute. You could even hang them up on the walls, your kids' walls, or yeah, you could have a poster blown up. You could blow it up, have it go to your copy shop and have it blown up after you get it painted, and do a big print and put it up on your walls when it comes out really nice. So we got the blues and the yellows, we got some orange. So we will do some more yellow on the nose. Yes, I was a little sooky baby. I think everything I looked at scared me. Oh boy. So we'll get that on there. And we will get that done so we can get the shape of the nose. Good. Coming along, coming along. So I'll put some bright yellow in this little eye here. Good. See how you're just putting paint everywhere? You don't even have to worry about blending or anything. This is just so much fun. You can do this with any paintings that you want to do, abstract. Just make a shape, a really nice shape of a face or a mask, or it could be a horse, it could be anything. And just put different colors everywhere, but just make sure you try to get your colors a little harmony in there by using complementary colors to each other, and or some kind of color scheme. While I got the yellow out, I'm going to do the other one while I'm waiting for that one to dry, because I want to do a few more things with that, and I will start the other one. So I have yellow on my brush already, so we'll do the yellows. So I got yellow, so I'm going to put I'm using a regular yellow. It could be a bright yellow, it could be cad yellow, it could be lemon yellow, it could be a medium yellow. So whatever you want to use. You can add some white to it. So let's give this one a little try. Okay. The brighter the better, because those darks then will make the brights pop. Okay, so make your colors bright as you want. There we go. I'm adding a bit of white just to opaque it a little bit. Yellow is very transparent, as you can see. Maybe it depends on the brand also, how transparent they are. Some are thicker than others. I also did a video on how brands are different, and the cheaper ones are more the color may not have as much pigment, so which means if you pick a cobalt blue in a cheaper brand, and then you pick a cobalt blue in a more expensive brand, the two cobalt blues will be almost a different color. So it's just some tips and tricks that I got up my sleeve that I'll pass on to you in my videos. It's some nice things to know. I wish I had known these things, and a lot of things I'm passing on to you. I wish I knew them when I was learning how to paint. But you know, you figure it out eventually. The only problem is with me and people like me who never had anybody to really explain everything the way we have it now, is that it took longer. Right now you can learn pretty fast with all the social media and YouTube videos, and so you can learn a lot faster now than when we were trying to learn. Isn't that cute? I'm going to add some more colors now. Let's get the nose done first. Yeah. We want to make the shapes. Make sure we get those nice shapes. Like I say, you don't even have to worry about blending. This is one video I'm doing without blending. Isn't that wonderful? These are going to need more layers, as you can see, because they're pretty transparent. The background's coming through a bit and dulling the colors. So you need 2 or 3 layers. But the good thing about it is once you get your layers, once you get your painting completed here, all you do is go back over it again with exactly the same colors so that you don't have to, and if they're not exact, they don't end up exact, that's fine, as long as you get your yellows and oranges and blues. So while we got our yellow, let's just add a bit of red to make it kind of orangey color. And add some of our orange up here, wherever you want. Wherever you think it'll look nice. Look, just watch, I'm just going boom. Boom. Not even going to worry about blending. There we go. Just putting it in there. There we go. Orange, orange. There we go. Little bits of orange looks really nice. So orange up here. Maybe in around here. Now we can do a second layer on that. So if you want to do your second layer or third layer on your yellows first and then go in with your oranges, you can do that too. So I'm just going to do my blues here now. So you just pick and choose whatever's easy for you. So I just mixed up some ultramarine blue. You can have a different color blue even. You can have the other blue darker or lighter, or you know, change the color of blue if you want to for the other one. So I'm just going to put that in there, and some white. Might make that color a little bit brighter. And I am going to put that on. Isn't this wonderful? How relaxing is this now? Not to have to worry about all blending and oops, oh, I got the black paint in there, sorry about that. Anyway, I'll leave it there for a shadow, how's that? So, so see how relaxing it is? Oh my goodness, I'm stressed. No, I'm okay. So, you know, see how you can just relax. Just put the colors on wherever you want to. Good. So we'll continue on with our blue. There we go. Good. Good. Yeah, so just relax and put the paint on wherever you want. Nice. All kinds of good things. See how I could paint over that shadow? Because I didn't want it there, so I'll just paint over it. But it had to be dry, okay? Make sure all your black is dry. Don't make any mistakes like I do sometimes. Alright, so good. Always load your brush if you need to. So this is a good lesson in doing a nice relaxing painting and not having to worry about blending or anything. Just put the colors wherever you want. Alright, so I'm going to go under the nose here a little bit. Keep the shape of that mouth. Ah, a mouth. Where did that come from? Mouth. his mouth. Mouth. How did that happen? I'm concentrating so much on my painting, I don't even know how to speak. So I'm going to add, I might go back and clean my brush and add more. Let's see, maybe, I'm not sure yet. Maybe some more yellow. Like I say, you look it over and see where you like to have things, and just thinking maybe a little bit more here. I'm not sure. Okay. Let's get our orange. Down around the eye. Nice and orangey. Some red in there. There we go, that's better. I just dipped into some yellow. What I did was, to make it like that, make it easier, I just got my yellow. And I picked up my red and didn't even mix them. I just put the yellow here and then the red. And I didn't even mix it, and I kind of just threw it on there. So I don't know, it's just something that oh, it's a nice reddish color. We'll be going back over this again, like I said, make extra. We got there, and we got this here. There we go. See if the two colors don't blend completely, then you can come up with all kinds of nice mottled look. Kind of a mottled look. Let's get the reds, and you can even tap it on if you want a little bit of texture. Nice. Let's see what else we need. Maybe a little bit of yellow and red around this here. We'll be going back again. Like I said, we gotta touch up a bunch of stuff. And, good. Alright. Now that you got your flat chiseled edge brush, you can use a round, small round brush for this, or flat chiseled edge brush. I just got my Filbert here, I'm just using this. So I got red and orange on there, and I'm going to make those lines. Let's see. There's one right here that I drew out. I'm going to touch. I'm just going to pull down around, follow that line. Yeah. If you want it a bit longer, you can certainly do that too. Whatever way. See how the chiseled edge just brings out that nice little sharp edge there. If you lift up, so you push and then lift. Good. Some more red on one side and yellow on the other, if that works for you. And we will, the red side on the right or left, it doesn't really matter at this point. That's cool. And do another one on the top. We are not finished with this yet. A lot of work. We don't want to just say, oh, it's finished. We got a lot of work to do with this yet. Okay? Because I really wanted this to be really nice. Have fun with it. So you can hang it up on your wall, or give it to your kids, or whatever you think. Now I got a nice bright top to that because I put red on one side and yellow on the other, okay? Okay, so let's do the top one. Red on one side, cad red if you got it. If you don't, use a bright red. Any bright red that you have. Let's go with the yellow side up and the red side down. That way we get nice bright on top there. Up and over, and lift up on your brush to make that little skinny line. Come on down. Good. So let's brighten this one up. Red side down. Just go back over what you just did. And lift. That brightens it up really nice. It's looking good so far. I think it's cute. really nice. I enjoy doing that one. Okay, let's go back over some of those colors to thicken them up and make them look really pretty. So let's try the yellow. Just pick up some yellow, a little bit of white. Nice messy palette here. Don't you like having a messy palette though? Shows that you're really working hard, doesn't it? Okay, so let's put some more yellow. Let's do another coat of yellow. Brighten it up. Add more white if you want. There we go. I don't know how many layers of paint you'll need, but you decide that. You know, try to make sure that you can't see the background coming through. So you may need 3 or 4 coats, okay? And it's fun anyway, so, you know, it's not like a chore. It's fun. And then you can make some changes along the way, right? You can also make a few changes along the way if you want to. So, I'm going to add, let's see. I'm going to try and clean this area up here. Need more white. Adding more. If you go over your orange that you got there, don't worry. You can always put it back. At least you know where it is, right? Oh, so now we will, with the yellow and white, fill in the yellow and white yellows. There we go. Might need a little shadow on that edge there, just so we can, you know, you have some different values and some shadows to bring out the shapes. Good. Yeah, so this time we're going to work on both of them and just move around, have some fun. Alright, look at that. Look at that. So cute, isn't it? Got a little bit of a shadow color here by adding a little bit of a bluish, greenish, a little bit of blue to my yellow just to darken it up a little bit on that corner. Alright, so okay, make sure your brush is nice and clean when you're working with your yellow and white. Let's get this in here. Yep. Lots of layers, lots and lots of layers. The more layers, the better it'll look. It looks so good. So I'm going to add a little bit of red to that yellow coming down there. So I'm just going to mix some colors, and my second and third and fourth layers might be a little tiny bit different, not much. I would suggest that you just go over the colors, and if you decide to make some changes, you can do that after. Just do your main colors first that you got done. Do your several layers, and then you can brighten it up or darken it up, or you can do whatever you want really, because once it's done you can go back over the colors with the same colors, and you can always tint them with a few other colors just to change up the mood, but you're not doing anything drastic, you see. But see how more brilliant and brighter it's coming out the more layers you do? Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of, let's see. Okay, now we will continue with our bright colors. Alright. You want to add, if you go over some of your black lines, you can put them back in after with your marker. Alright. So just try to keep as much as you can as you're working, okay? Keep as much as you can. And we can add some more yellow here. A bit of white in there is good. Up and around. But you can see by layering your paint how much prettier it gets. Right? So we'll just keep adding those layers and layers and layers. Now, I could time-lapse it, but I don't want to do that right now. I do have a few time-lapse videos of my real-time videos. Just see if you want to check them out first before you go in and watch the, that'll give you an idea if you like the painting, and that way if you want to do it, you can look at my real-time. So some of my time-lapse ones are not the only, not the only ones there. That's just to show you, give you an idea, almost like a preview. I have some previews also. So I may have previews, I may have a full painting in one, it might be 2 hours long in one video, or I might have a playlist of that one, even that one painting. So I'm trying to give you options. You can, like I said, give you options so you can decide, rather waste your time and you go in and start a painting. Oh, I can't do that, or I don't like that, or it's not what I want to do, and now I get all this wasted paint and time. So go in and look at some of the time-lapse ones first, or previews of my paintings, and then decide which one you'd like to try. I try to make them as easy as I can for you, because I know it's a struggle, especially when you're first starting out. You know, and I try my best to make as easy as I can, and give you as much information as I can. Some videos I might just be doing a painting, and I'll make it so simple that I probably just paint along. You paint along with me, and it's just not as much information as I would in some of my more elaborate paintings that I'll explain everything about it, you know. Explain everything about composition, and right now we're doing some layering. Explain about paint, also about blending techniques. I have videos on blending techniques, blending skies. I have a lot of stuff. Okay, so I'm still layering some of my paint. Alright, good. And as you can see, the more layers, the prettier it is, right? So let one layer dry first, alright? So if I didn't mention that earlier, let one layer dry first before you do your second layer. That way it won't just blend in with it, it'll cover up what's underneath. And it'll give a nice thick, opaque look. Alright. It's coming along. So you decide which way you want to put the paint on. Alright, good. Good. So flat chiseled edge brush or Filbert brush really helps. See how I got that line in nice and nice? Where else do you think we need to make some layers? Let's see, maybe here. There we go. Good. You can even come down around here if you want. Do whatever you want. It's your painting. Whatever colors you want in there. Like I said, just be mindful of your complementary colors, that's all. So let's add a little more color to the nostril over here. A little bit of, let's brighten up a little bit of the nose there. Good. A little shadow down there. Give it more shape. Good. So you can start putting in some of the orange and the oranges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lighten up that blue. I'm going to do the blues. Alright, I'm going to do the blues. So I'm going to get some ultramarine blue. You can use Coalback blue, or you can use any blue you want. Okay. So I'm just going to use a nice light blue. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just going to add that, my second layer on my blue. I kind of found it a bit dull, so I'm brightening it up a little bit, okay? I want my colors on my mask to be nice and bright. Bright as can be. See, the chiseled edge brush helps get those lines on the edges here, see? Good. Nice and bright. Just adding a little bit of white on the edge there just to give it a... Yeah, there we go. You can even add a bit more if you want. And let's see, nice bright blue in here. All these layers really bring it out nicely. There we go. And some more here, where all the blues were. Don't have to worry about blending, which is wonderful. This blending is a little bit tedious at times, but it looks really nice. Okay, so let's keep it going. Keep reloading whenever you need to reload. Use the chisel edge of your brush to get these skinnier lines. Good. Go over your blue, your yellow a little bit if you want. Bring some colors into other colors if you like. Good. That looks pretty good. That doesn't look too bad. So let's get some orange and brighten up our oranges, and I think then we're almost done with that one. Just want to fix up this lip a little bit here. That's the beauty of this. You can just keep going back over it without making any mistakes or without ruining it or anything. So we've got some orange, we'll get some yellow and some red. I'm not going to totally mix it together, I'm just going to sort of tap it into each other. Keep that orangey color, and I'm going to go back over that one. Isn't that cool? And that one. Good. And maybe a little bit on the cheek here. Good. Maybe a little bit on the nose, a little bit there, maybe a little bit here. I forgot to do the blue in there, so I'll do that after. Okay, so see around the nose, I forgot to do that. See. And that there is kind of a dark color anyway, so we'll leave that mostly red. I like the red color in that cheek. Yeah. Isn't that cute? That's cuter. And let's see, some orange around here, and on this. See, just touch and pull. See how pretty oranges and the yellows are nice, aren't they? That looks good. I think it does. I don't know about you, but I like it. You have to like your paintings. If you don't like it, don't continue with it, okay? Don't continue with it until you get it the way you want it. If you stand back and you say, oh, I don't like that, don't just keep trying to fix it or do it the way you want it. If you can't get it the way you want it and you keep saying, I don't like that, then, you know, try to change it or just go over it altogether. But if you stand back and say, you know something, I like that, then you know you're doing a painting that you're going to love. And then you say, well, how do I know when I'm done? Well, I mean, I could go over this, do 7 more layers, but, you know, I like it, and it's coming along, so I figure I feel that I'm almost finished now. So, I'm going to put some of that light blue in here where I forgot. Good. We will go over those dark lines again just to straighten them up, okay? So that you can see that they're, because we're painting, we end up going over them, and now you might be doing it better than me. I'm standing up doing a video, so it's a little bit harder for me to get the angles and stuff, but you know, I'll get them. I'm sure I will. Okay. Alright, so I think that one is pretty well done for the colors, and we can go back over them with the marker or black paint. Alright. I'm just adding whatever I want. Whatever I want, where I want. Alright. Just adding a little bit up here, just to round it off a little bit. Alright, I think I'm going to leave that one for now, and then I'm going to finish the other one. So I'm going to do more layers on the face here with some yellow and white. Yellow and white. Alright, yellow and white. Just give it that layer. Give it that extra layer for intensity. Making our painting intense. You ever hear of intensity in color? Well, this is one of them. So we're making it more intense by adding more layers. So painting like this can really use intense colors. And to do that, to get them really bright and intense, you just layer, layer, layer. Alright, layer, layer, layer. Add some white to your paint to brighten it up. And also you got contrast. So you have intensity in this painting, and you have contrast with the darks. It brings out the lights, and that gives contrast. So look for your darks and your lights to get contrast in your paintings. And look at the intensity of the colors that you want. And painting is can be complicated, but you don't have to make it complicated. You can simplify it by, I don't know, it's like a coloring book, isn't it? Almost in some cases. But if you do a photograph and you put it on one of your programs and you want to intensify the colors, you want to get more contrast, you want more brightness, more darkness, all those are on your program. So you're doing the same thing. You're the program. You're going to be doing all those intensities and all those changes by painting. So think about that. Think about that you have a program, you're the program, and you're going to pick, okay, I need more contrast, I need more light, I need more dark, I need to crop it. So, all the things that are there on your program, that's what you need to do in your paintings also. So we're doing good. We're doing good. So now I'm going to, let's get some nice, let's get the lines better here. Good. I'm going to put a bit of white here just so I can get that line better. Sticking with my Filbert because it's easy, I'm finding it easy to work with. You can use a flat. Okay. Now, so good. I'll just add a little bit of orange there for now. Because I gotta wait for that to dry in order to add our colors on top, so that if I'm trying to get a nice bright orange, a nice opaque orange, then I gotta wait for the colors to dry to add my next layer, or it'll just blend in with the yellows and it won't get nice and opaque. So I'm just gonna add more red to this one here. Good. I like those red cheeks. Do you? Kind of like to brighten that one up a little bit too. I kind of like the bright red. Yeah, that's cool. That's nice. The brighter the colors, the better, in my opinion, on this one. So cute. Coming along. Okay. I'm going to go over the blues there now. Now, blue and white. Blue and white. Like I said, you can use cobalt blue. Whatever blue you want to use. Okay, you don't have to use exact colors I'm using. Let's get that nice and bright. I want to have lots of intensity in this painting. Lots of contrast. Yeah. This is so much fun. I might do a couple more like this. You know what? Like flowers, still life probably would go really nice. Just doing it this way. Just having like a whimsical painting. I'm going to call this whimsical paint. The whimsical painting. How's that? I think it's cute. It's a little more than an abstract. Because it's abstract, so you barely make out what you're painting, but this one you can tell what it is. So I think I'm going to call this the whimsical. Now all I got to do is learn how to spell it. Oh, I got Google for that, sure. So I'm going to put some more yellow on here. I may have to do a couple of coats there because I didn't put it in there. There we go. Just put the yellow on your first coat. Like I say, every time you do a coat, a layer, let one dry and then do the other. Even when you're putting your oranges on, let the paint dry and then put that on top. Add some more yellow here. So you go back over and see the parts that you missed. And just fix up the parts that you want to fix up. There we go. So I'll need some layers on that one. Good. All right. A little bit here. So wherever you think you need to adjust things, just go ahead. So I'm just going to check some parts that I think need adjusting. And I think I'm going to adjust this up here and add a bit of lighter blue. Add a bit of white to your blue. And I'm going to come around down here. And I'm going to skip over this part here to make it, give it kind of a shape. So it gives it a round look. A little more white up here will brighten it up. A little bit down here. And here. Good. I might do a little bit over here. So the lighter blues give it more shape. So put on as many layers as you think you need. Put some little highlights on the edges if you like. Shape it up even more. Now, I'll put a little bit more blue in here. Maybe a little bit down here. Just fill in the spots that you think you need. When you go from blue to yellow, make sure you clean your brush really good because you'll end up getting green. You don't want that. So I'm going to pick up some more yellow. Put that in here. These layers are dry there now, so I'm going to go back over them. My yellow and white. Good. So you can pick at it until you get what you're looking for. Looks like I need some more in here. We're getting there. So we'll let those layers dry, and then we will start putting some of the darks back to do the shapes a little better, because as you're painting over them you can see that some of the shapes have changed a little bit, so we want to change, we want to do things to make these look nicer. And I think maybe around this eye here goes down, and we got that, maybe a bit of yellow down here. Let's go down here with a little bit of yellow. Good, and that, and then we'll go shape that up a little bit here. And wherever you think you need it. Thinking I'll put some blue in there. Probably in here I'll put some blue. There we go. I want to get everything that we need. Good. Let's bring this one down to meet this one here. I give a little more shape to the face. Little highlights here and there. Little bits of white here and there is kind of nice. Just kind of picking spots where I might like to have a little bit of highlight just for I don't know, just in case it looks like it's maybe some light shining on it or something. You don't have to do that, but you can if you want to. There we go. So here's an angular brush, and you can put the top part there, could be the toe. So put some white and yellow on the toe. And then you can put the toe up against that yellow line. You won't have to worry about the bottom part because the bottom part has no paint on it. So it would only do the top. Okay, so I just got too much water. Things I tell you not to do, I end up doing it myself. Alright, so we'll just get that on there. And I'll just get my white back in there again. Just on the toe. Then you won't have to worry too much. Nice and bright. Good. You can also do it with a liner brush. There we go. So try to make sure the bottom part of your brush has no paint on it, just the toe. And that way you won't get in trouble like I just did. Okay. So, just the toe, and there we go. Alright, and now let's do this one here. Now you can also do, I'm going to use the whole brush this time at the chiseled edge, okay? Just try to show you different ways you can do it. So just the whole bottom of the brush, chiseled edge, and then you can also just go at the very top of that to brighten it up. Good. So some of that's pretty bright as it is. Just use a chiseled edge on the very edge. And see how bright that gets it? The others are pretty good. Good. Now, I lost my, I lost that in here, so I'm just going to fix that. I just want to show you how, you know, if I make a mistake, I want to show you how to fix it, because you might say, well, I did a boo-boo and I need to fix it. So just go back over with the edge of your chiseled edge brush and just paint in that underneath your highlight. Good. Makes it nice and bright too. So that's pretty good. Just going to have a little bit of highlight to this cheek here. Just a little bit of yellow. Just to give it a little bit of highlight. We still need to have 2 or 3 values. Now as long as everything is dry and you still have chalk marks on your canvas, get a clean, very clean, no paint at all, damp brush, and just wipe away. As long as your paint, all this is dry, so you won't disturb it, just clean off your chalk marks. Just get rid of those, see? So wherever there's chalk marks, just wipe them off with a clean, damp brush. Alright, that's simple. So don't worry about the chalk on your canvas, because that's no problem. But make sure your paint is dry before you do this so you won't spread your paint around, okay? Alright, good. Now if you're happy with it and you've got all your layers of paint on, take your marker, your acrylic painting marker, or a small brush, and put back in the lines that you painted over or you want to put extra lines in. So we'll just go in here and outline this section a bit. So we can go down and maybe come out a little bit here. Alright. Good. And then we have this part here. We'll clean that up a little bit. And we'll come around. Alright, good. Maybe we got a couple of streaks of black here. And that eyebrow comes up here. And a little bit here. And then we have to clean up this edge here. So just cleaning up the edges so it won't look messy. Good. There's a little dot one here. Around the nose, clean up that edge here. Good. There's a little nostril there. Put that back in. See? And then we will go underneath the nose. And maybe some around the nose. So we're just outlining it so that it looks neat and tidy. Good. And the eyebrow. Good. And so let's see what else we need to do. Maybe a little bit down around here. And maybe we'll outline a little bit here. And let's see. Maybe there's a bit around the cheek here. Just a few little lines to give it some oomph. Alright. Maybe a little bit down here. There we go. And over here we will do a line here. Straighten that up. Maybe the line that's coming out here. Straighten up this line here. Makes it nice and neat. Because when we painted it and those lines were there, we probably went over them a little bit and made it a little messy. So we'll straighten up now. See? There we go. Maybe just a little one up here. And here. Good. Straighten up that line down here. And this one doesn't have a line, but you can put one in if you want to. You can change whatever you want. And let's see. Maybe we can outline this. Nice. And this here for sure. Smile. Make a nice big smile. There we go. Make this nice and big. Nice big smile. That's a big smile, isn't it? We'll fix this smile down here too. We'll fix the eye here. There we go. See how easy it is to fix it up with the marker? If you're doing that with a brush, if you do that with a brush, it will take you a very long time to do this. So that's why I like this. That's why I like these markers. So you can straighten up the smile. There we go. Just give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate when you do those things for me. And a thumbs up, and you can also give me some likes. They don't cost anything. Look at me go. And you can subscribe if you want to get notified. You can click the bell, ring the bell. I'll hear you. And I would say that's it for now. So you guys go ahead and do that painting, and I love to see it. Email me at allisonpryor@yahoo.com if you get yours done. And I'd love to see it, yeah, because I like to see your different colors or shapes. But as long as you get those shapes, you should get a nice painting out of it. How cute that is. Really nice. I enjoyed doing that one. It was fun. I hope you like it. I hope you like this painting. Good. All right. So I'll see you guys in the next video. So you have a happy painting day, and bye.